get asked a lot, how do I keep my spirit up, or how do I stay positive, even like in like crazy times or situations where I'm going through something. And what I did a long time ago, um, when I was going through some things, I made a list, okay, and I made a list of all the things that I could do that make me happy, that I enjoy doing, that don't cost anything or cost very little. Um, I wanted to make sure that it was a list that I could do no matter what my situation in life. So that I can enjoy my life. Like, I want to enjoy every day, like, regardless of what's going on, because life can be up and down. Life can be, like crazy. And then sometimes life is, of course, really good. But I didn't want to be at the whim of situations. I wanted to be able to be happy and enjoy my life every day, regardless of what's going on around me. I want to enjoy my life every day. And so I made this list, okay? And it took me a minute to come up with things that I really enjoy doing, things that make me happy, like no matter what, that I just could do over and over again. Um, and this list I have always done ever since I made it, which I made it a long time ago, maybe the early 2000s. But ever since I made it, I always refer back to my list. Like, now I'm at the point that I do my list automatically. Like, when I want to relax or I want to just enjoy myself, like, I just think of the things that I like to do, right? So I'll give you an example of things that are on my list. Now, this is my list, okay? So, now this is my list. I'm not saying, this is what will make you happy, but I do think that you should make a list of things that you enjoy to do, that you always like to do, that cost very little to do it, so that you can always enjoy your life, enjoy your day every day, regardless if 10 people are there, 100 people are there, just you are there, you know. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, it doesn't matter. Like, you should be able to enjoy your life every day because it's a gift, right? Um, so, example of things that are on my list. Um, I chose my favorite songs. And of course, like, my favorite songs, I add to the list, okay? But I still have my core favorite songs, my core favorite artists, right? And I always listen to like the upbeat versions of my favorite songs. And I kind of know by heart, what songs I really like, what songs like make me really happy. Um, and I find that, it keeps my spirit up. Like, and then I read that actually, listening to upbeat music that you really enjoy for 9 minutes actually switches your mood and releases serotonin. And especially if you start singing to it. But either way, so music is very therapeutic, and it just so happens that it's on my list. Like, I'll always be able to afford music. um, Even if it's on the radio. But particularly, my favorite songs. Like, I have my favorite artists, people that I always have loved to listen to, songs that I've always loved, my whole life. Like, they're on my list. And I regularly listen to my favorite songs, Like, I know that new artists are always coming up, but I think you should keep track of the old songs that you really like, that really you were really enjoying, refer back to those songs, don't forget those songs, find them, because it's like a certain joy that comes with hearing them. Um, Another thing that I like to do that's on my list is I've always loved going to the movies. I could watch any movie, to tell you the truth. I'm a movie person. Um, I like watching movies. I could even watch a movie at home one time. My friend's dad had all these movies, and I used to just watch movie after movie after movie, like back to back. I tried to watch every movie he had on his shelf. But I mean, I've just always liked movies, I could always get lost in a movie, and it makes me feel good, like I enjoy them. Some movies you gotta watch it because they can make you sad, but for the most part, I like movies. I try to stick to comedies though. Like if I'm really in a funk, I like I like cartoons. I like cartoon movies. They're silly. They're really funny. Um, I like really funny comedies. Um, I like really funny like sitcoms, like the ones that are actually laugh out loud funny. I'll some watch like some of my favorites if I've already seen it, or I'll find new ones and binge watch those. Okay, I like swimming. Like I'm a swimmer. I love to swim. Um, Usually there is a indoor pool somewhere, so that's what I refer to. Swimming makes me really happy. Just being in the water feels really good. But this is my list, so you don't have to like swimming. But um, another thing on my list is I enjoy to be outside, like especially in the sunshine. I like to get some sun, and I've always been that way. You can't always, sometimes it's raining, but if the sun is out, I'm gonna be out at least for like 15 minutes, or like, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna try to set up so I can be outside, like some sort of outside, sitting around or whatever. Like it raises your serotonin level, and you feel good when you're outside, getting fresh air. I have some other things on my list, but like they're personal, and I don't want to take away from the point. Is I believe that we should all have a list of things that we like to do, that we enjoy, we find fun, we find interesting, like we just love to do it, right? And we just get lost in it. Find those things, even if it's three things, or even if it's three songs, whatever it is, make a list and stick to it and do it. You'll find that you'll love every day that you do it. You'll be like, I'm having a good time just in my house by myself. I don't need a lot of people.